Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Can I kick it? 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 Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I? Yes, you can. Stick 'em, I stick 'em. Stick 'em, I stick 'em. Stick 'em, I stick 'em. Stick 'em,
We got a drum roll. All right, cool. Yep. We are back once again for episode 96. I know this is a very special episode. Honestly, every episode we do past the second one has been a special episode because we didn't think we would make it this far. No, that's serious. Like they used to say, we come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord. Hey man.
Had to wait till the end of the sentence.
But episode 96.
Baby.
Happy 4th of July. Yeah, you know, sister celebration. Popping fireworks, shooting off, popping off way up in the air. But we got some good stuff to talk about today, man. But for those who are tuning in and you can't actually see what's going on, we have another special guest today with our brother from another mother, KSea, down.
Evil Kenan.
Evil Kenan, because you're closer to the devil.
But he'll introduce himself here in a minute. We got a good full house today, man. This is cool. Dang, y'all better be here for episode 100 because y'all can't come for 96 and then not come for 100. So, but I am.
100, bro?
I don't know.
August 2nd, Saturday.
Oh, it's a Saturday.
Yeah.
It depends on Love Island. But I am Dr. Greg Grovey, part of the duo that brings this podcast on a weekly basis. Follow me on the gram, Dr. Greg Grovey.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm the other half of this duo that makes this podcast, KJ. Follow me on all socials at CoolAssK, and that's cool with the K.
Oh my God.
He picked the wackest ones today.
Well, shit, I'm KSea. I used to be on the podcast. I'm a PE teacher, and I'm a husband, a father, and I like shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
What's your Instagram?
Oh, my Instagram is KSea43, KSEA 43. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. He's one of the most delusional NFL fans that I know because he thinks the Lions are going to win the Super Bowl every year. But, you know, and that says a lot coming from a Cowboys fan because
I was about to get to that.
You know, it's our year, though.
Definitely about to get to that.
It is our year.
Shit.
What? The Packers?
Yeah, Packer fan.
Hey, he from Milwaukee.
All right.
He from the walk.
Niggas live in Milwaukee.
It's a
If you
few.
ain't go to Marquette or you play.
It's Nick, his wife,
And they love
Steve-
so
Steve the Stoner, whoever on the Bucks. Oh, and the Fairy Girl too. I think she from. Yeah, that's it.
That's funny.
Mark that on my calendar. This is the first time I ever met a nigga from Milwaukee. Straight up. I did not know blacks lived there.
You definitely the only.
Man, Milwaukee is the slums, boy. It's the hood.
No, what he's saying is,
like
first person he met, like you the
Yeah, I
only
ain't
one I
never met a
for
black
sure.
from Milwaukee. I knew they was up there, but at the same time, I kind of didn't.
A black.
It was
Sound like
a folk
Dan.
story. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but you know, honestly, I don't think I've met anybody from Milwaukee, so you're definitely the first black person from Milwaukee. Just because I haven't met people from Milwaukee. Like
From
that.
the walk.
And then your daughter's from
Yeah.
Austin, Texas.
Yeah. Nah, that's cool. You know, and before we get into any topics, it just made me think about how the Cowboys gonna win it this year.
Right.
Hey,
Yeah.
so let me look at our topics. No, we ain't talked about it, but Dallas sports is looking amazing right now. Dang, you hating already?
Yep.
The Cowboys looking good. The Mavericks looking good. The Stars was in the playoffs. Like the Rangers were all right. We doing all right. We'll be a good Texas Triangle though for the NBA season this year with KD coming to Houston. You watch the NBA stuff?
I do. What?
Yeah.
So what was your reaction when Luka got traded?
So admittedly, like I'm not a huge NBA fan, right?
Okay.
So like everybody else, I was just like, oh my God, they traded our best player. But after looking at a bunch of videos, looking at a bunch of people analyze it, I feel like it was an all right move just because Luka didn't want to get in shape. I feel like he put the Mavericks in like a win now situation. Like if all our players wouldn't have got hurt, we had potential to go pretty deep in the playoffs. But since they got hurt, but with Flag coming there and then D'Angelo coming, it's whispers that LeBron might be on his way.
I doubt it. They don't got enough trade pieces.
I don't know, but even without LeBron, like we got a solid team. So
Y'all got a nice depth to your team, especially when Kyrie get back.
yeah,
I mean, the NBA is just wild right now. Everybody just gets traded. Everybody gets moved. It ain't no loyalty. We just saw Dame Lillard get waived.
which is crazy.
It's crazy.
Especially since
got
they got to pay
waived.
him all that bread.
Yeah, imagine getting $22 million and you just sit at home chilling. Now you get to choose your next team and you get paid. You're going to get another bag. He's going to probably get 2-3 years, 75, 80 million and just sit on that too.
I ain't mad at it.
Man, I should have did more calf raises. That's my biggest regret.
Who your NBA team?
You did enough. You did enough to hit a. You did enough to hit a $25,000 shot.
Yeah.
I know. Cut the music. Dan the man, cut the beat.
Yeah.
So tell us about that, bro. Who the people who don't know, so act like nobody ever seen anything about the start from the
Okay.
beginning. Let's hear it.
So all
Let's
this
hear
shit is
story.
random. I take my pops and my brother to Spurs versus Rockets game. Now, mind you, I don't really go to no NBA games unless my team is playing, or if it's like a player that I want to watch. But I am a Chris Paul fan, so I was like, we can go to this one. And we thought Wemby was gonna play. That's when we just found out that week that he had the blood clot in his shoulder. So I was pissed about that. So we had already had the seats. We're gonna go have a fellas outing, and ironically, we get inside. Somebody asked my brother to do it, and he was like, "No." And I was in concession stand. I said, ironically, because I was getting chicken tenders. I got chicken tenders and some M&M peanuts. And he was like, nah, I don't do that. Go ask my brother, though. So they come up and ask me, and they was like, you want to shoot the shot at half court? I was like, cool. But then they ain't tell me that the ringer was I'm going against 2 other people just to see whoever takes the shot. So we waiting for pregame. We wait down there for like an hour. Like, we in a tunnel.
Like, was you missing the game?
No. This was all pregame. We got there early. So this all pregame. We waiting down there for a tunnel. And in the tunnel, we got Spurs players walking past us. They doing they warm ups. We got the little girls that do the dancing and stuff. I'm like, damn, I should have ate them goddamn chicken tenders. Hell, the whole time I'm standing. And so they finally tell us like, hey, we about to bring y'all out. So after waiting for like an hour, literally standing idle, I was like, man, I'm gonna go first. And so I go first. I had to shoot the layup, free throws, 3-pointer, and a half court. Shot the layup, made it. Made free throws, shot the 3, missed that hole. And then I shot the half court shot, hit the rim. And so the second guy went, he was ass. He didn't do nothing. And it was sad too, because his lady was there too. She was excited. She was talking mad shit. Like, so, and then what was even crazy about that whole little thing, we talking about Love Island. Drea, was it Drea or Drea? Jalen Green lady.
Oh, Drea, yeah.
Drea, she walked past us. And I watched this nigga, like, try so hard not to look at her. And he, like, as soon as he looked, this lady was looking at him. I bust out laughing. And so, second guy, he was ass. Third guy, same thing, but he made the 3-pointer. I didn't make the 3-pointer, but when he shot the half-court shot, like, he whipped that whole bag. So I'm like, damn, they gonna give it to him because he made the 3. They was like, you get a round 2. So I was like, shit, bet. I ain't going first this time. I went last. So same outcome. The first guy was ass, second guy was ass. My turn. I made all of them and a half court shot. So everybody was like, "Oh shit, you wasted it." I know why. So people out there, like, say you got courtside seats. Most of them was white. My bad, Dan.
I'm not white.
That's Dan the
You ain't got no mic. We couldn't hear you. White
Shit,
man.
Brad Pitt was a goddamn. Oh no, it was that Tom Cruise was a samurai. Shit. So all these white people like, you wasted it. And I just stopped in my tracks and I was like, I'm about to make this hoe again. I'm leaving with something. And so,
All right, Denzel.
and so, they told me they're gonna come back and get me after the third, during the third quarter. So I had to sit there and wait the whole time. Now, mind you, I'm very superstitious. I'm a Lions fan, so I've had heartbreak. So when they winning and shit, I don't switch nothing up. I ain't eat none of them chicken tenders, none of them M&Ms. I had to pee. I ain't do none of that shit. I'm sitting there, my dad now getting everybody hyped. Yeah, my son shooting the shot and shit.
Yeah.
And he was like, he trying to like get me calm. I'm like, I am calm. I'm about to go get this money. And so he's like, all right. And so the guy that picked me, he was like, he started telling people, I don't know, this guy seemed very calm. I think I picked my winner. And another thing he told me when I shot it in the pregame, he said my toe was on the line. So I told him, hey, I'm gonna just scoot back. I'm gonna still get this money. And he like, I switched my hat backwards. And so that messed up my focus. I missed 5 free throws in a row. I played college ball. So my mentor even hit me up like, I was gonna post it, but those 5 free throws was ass. And I was like, well, shit, nigga, I finished the race. And so I shot the 3, made the 3. The goddamn mascot almost messed me over because he had a ball, I had a ball. When I shot the half court shot, if I would have missed it, he was supposed to throw me the ball. But he threw the ball away when I shot the shot. And he put his hands up. And I made it. And then so when I made it, I couldn't even see it because the mascot was in the way. And then I only heard my name. The announcer was like, Keenan. And then I was still kind of stunned until I saw, what's his name, Tyree Eason, the black guy on the Rockets. I finally saw him because I saw these white people running at me. I was still kind of like, man, what's going on? But then the black dude came up, so then I started talking shit, and yeah, that shit was hype. And then I had to go meet the owner, and so I ain't really want to meet him because, you know, who he aligned his politics with and shit. But I ain't gonna mess up this money. So when I went up and met him, I shook his hand. I was like, yeah, y'all gonna cut that check. And then I just went back to like dancing with the dude or whatever. But yeah, that whole shit was like not playing. It just was like literally on a whim. And yeah.
They actually pay you?
Oh yeah, I got my money.
Did you get the same day or like they sent you?
Nah, that shit waited a month. And then what's even crazier, they sent it to my neighbor's address.
Oh,
But
man.
luckily, my neighbor cool, and so she was like, this envelope came for you. But yeah, that shit was a month. That shit took a month.
Did you buy any shoes with it?
Was it pre-tax?
Huh?
Took taxes or anything?
Nah, I gotta pay them taxes at the end. Nah, I wish they should have pre-taxed it though.
Right.
Did you buy any
That's
shoes?
crazy.
Shit, I took my wife to Cabo.
Right.
So yeah, nah, that shit was loud though.
Man, that is pretty cool.
And they kept calling me a Rockets fan and shit every time they posted it. And so my brother like took the screenshot and like X'd it out and was like Pistons fan, $25K. But I was like, shit, until I get my check, I'm the diehard Rockets fan. Like Ernie Maxwell, shit.
So did your brother be like, you know, that was really... It's almost
No,
like if he gave you... Okay.
No, I held him down.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's like if somebody give you a winning
for
scratch
sure.
off, it's like, well, I gave you the scratch off.
Nah. He was good. I blessed him as well. Yeah.
Nah, that's what's up. You probably the first person I ever known to even participate, let alone like hit the shot.
Yeah.
For real. That's crazy.
Wow.
That's what's up though. $25,000 shot. But yeah, we totally got out track. So we talk about On Foot. So the year that we are representing today, episode 96, this is 1996. As y'all can see from the selection that's displayed up here, we got the Jordan 11, the Jordan 12, the Emerald Tempo, the Dennis Rodman Shake and Destruct, the question. And what is this, Cam? I don't even know what Cam is.
Right here.
The first
Jerry Stackhouse spaghetti.
Stackhouse spaghetti.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I knew the Grand Hill got the big F on the side, the spaghetti. Yeah. Good lineup. As we'll get into that a lot more. But today,
What's going on, man?
this is day 368.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yes, who?
Boy, your feet hate you, boy.
368 of Air Force Ones. So this is a Nike ID based on the
Dunk.
Code JP Samba Dunk. Yep. So came out in like 2000, 2001. They retroed it. I like the colorway. I'm not a Dunk fan, so I had to make it in an Air Force. So this is the Nike ID based on the Samba Dunk. This is what I have. Oh, you gotta take your shoe off, bro.
Wasn't it the Ultraman?
That's what they call it, but then when you look, it's called a Samba for some. But I know that it's an Ultraman too. I was just trying to be, correct with it and see what happens. I know they're hard to put on and
So they gonna be off the whole time.
nah, fact.
So the PSNY Jordan 15, I just undead stocked them today. So
Okay, undead side for the pop.
Big on this.
show love. I'm gonna act like I put it back on.
Yeah, hey, bro.
Greg is the king of that, bro.
We all be back here
Acting like you put it on and acting like you took it off. He be down there like this. Pull it off from the shelf right here. My bad,
Hey, you
bro. I
can't
didn't
tell.
mean to
It's
be
all
saucy, bro. I apologize, bro.
You telling the musician how you
Hold
do
on,
the trick.
hold on.
First 48, he ain't got the deal.
Look, hold up. Gotta do this like you untying it and just. That's what I had
Is
on.
it still laced up? Completely laced up.
Yeah, I just did that when I was taking it off.
Oh, okay.
I wore it like this.
Oh.
Bread 11, man. Air Jordan 11, originally released in 1996. Great minds think alike. There's a lot of Bread 11s in here. And so I don't got nothing to say. I'm going to go to the next one. And I don't even know what I said just then. I talk so fast. Can we redo that? Damn. I'm just talking. I don't give a damn that much. Next up, who is this? Fat Kicks, man. Y'all check out Fat Kicks. Get your shoes clean, restored, whatever you need. You get us with the Air Jordan 11 IE. This is the 2011 pair. Had that cement. Originally released in 1996. The first Air Jordan 11 low. 2001. Y'all get them confused and think them OGs and they not. This is the only one of two the low 11s that released in 1996.
My brother had the white and gray ones. He got robbed.
Also, this is the first.
That was the second OG colorway.
This is the first low top Jordan hooped in since the Air Jordan 2s.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I know it.
Think about it. Another pair of Bread 11s. This is Dan, right? Dallas.
Yeah.
Restored, clean by Fat Kicks. Now, y'all probably wondering like, this ain't released in 96. But then, you right, it didn't release, but Michael Jordan actually did wear this in 1996. It was this color and a Concord color. He wore both colorways in 96 as lows, and they didn't release for many, many years later. And so, Dallas with the 11 bread low. Jacob, come on, man. You already know. No. You got to come. Tell us what this is. Sneakers and stuff. Yeah.
SNS Reebok questions released in 2016, but the questions were released in 96.
Yup. My bad. Who
That might be
this?
like a 20-year anniversary.
I think that's Mr. Dempsey.
Mr. Dempsey, come to the mic. It's one right in front of you. It's one right. It's not one right. Okay, never mind. Oh, Dan's going crazy with the way y'all moving the base of that mic like
Is
that.
the Saucony ProGrid Omni 9 Crystal Cave. Has nothing to do with 1996.
Originally released in '96.
Nah, originally released in 2010, but they're really good.
Who this? This Gio? All right. Gio hit her with a version of the Concourse, which originally released in 1996. This is the Gratitude Air Jordan 11. It should have just been a regular DMP or just a Concord, but you know, that's what we got, and we ain't gonna complain. Yeah, that is.
I know
good for
Gio
man.
participated for the first time. Good job, Gio.
Here you go, Nick.
Next up, originally released in 1996, one of, I want to say 4 OG colorways, right? Of 11, how many OG colorways was it? It was Columbia's, Concord, Bread. It was just 3? Not Cool Gray was a 2001.
Are we talking mids? Or
Just mids, yeah.
yeah. And
Cause Space Jams came,
It was in a movie though.
it showed early, but it didn't release till later,
Yeah, 2000.
2000. But we did see it in 96,
Six.
yeah.
Yep.
So one of 3 OG colorways.
He actually played in it too.
He actually played in it one time.
Yep.
Yeah.
In San Antonio, Texas.
Somebody, I don't know what I was watching, but somebody said those should have been called Black Concords instead of Space Jams because we saw them before the movie Space Jam, and it was Black Concords. I don't like it. I don't like the nicknames, but
I ain't mad at that though.
Black Concord, it's not bad. The 11 again released in 1996. Cool Grays dropped in 01. Shout out to my man Color. I don't even gotta ask. I just know. Cool Gray Jordan 11.
Hey, but actually though, going back to that, the Space Jam has blue on it. That's not Concord though.
It has blue, which is why they say when they retro didn't have the Concord on it, that it should have been the Black Concord and not the Space Jam because it's 2 different shoes.
So the retro had Concord instead of
The
blue.
retro had Concord.
And I think the 09 too.
The 09
Yeah.
was
Cause the other one was,
I think it was blue. I think it was royal blue.
well, one of them was purple. Either the 16.
It was a 16.
Okay, that's what happened then. Yeah.
Next up, this got to be Gio, right? Gio daughter always come correct. Retro originally released in 2001 as a women's exclusive. If y'all was around, you also know there was a low top pink patent leather pair too for grade school that dropped in 01. Yeah, it was a good time. Next up, I'm really like this is like if I had to make a list of good retro colorways they never released, I think this would be on my list of 10 at least. I think they killed this 11 Air Jordan 11 Low IE black cement, and I don't have it, but I wish I did. That was Nick, by the way. Cam on the mic, so I'll let him explain what he got on today.
Nike Air More Up Tempo by Scottie Pippen with the gold number 8 on the back. You can't say it's not his signature shoe. I'm tired of it.
He played in these joints in the Olympic, 96.
Yes, sir.
All right, you gotta give us all the information, bro.
I got a question for you too then.
What question you got for me?
Why did Jordan not play in the 96 Olympics?
Oh, I ain't got no answer for you.
He was recording Space Jam.
Oh, I ain't know
That
that.
boy Mr. Olympics to record Space Jam?
I mean, he had nothing to prove. He just won a ring. He just came back. What are he gonna do? Win a gold? I mean, yeah, that's accomplishment, but like
That he had
didn't
just
care
won
for
4
it
years before
because
that.
he already had won a gold in 1992.
92.
So it's not like he couldn't win another one.
Well, I got a question for you, historian. Why didn't Isaiah Thomas get He met the criteria.
And last but certainly not least,
KSea, Detroit man.
Man got hold, man. Politics.
Raven hit us with 2 Air Jordan 11 lows. What colors are these?
Legend pink and lavender.
Legend pink and lavender.
With a hint of lavender.
I can't remember where that came from.
I ain't mad at that. That's some good 96 themed shoes to start the 96th episode. Oh, so like the On Foot, as we mentioned earlier, it was the theme of 1996, and since it's the 96th episode, so we kind of gonna hop around here just because we've had a few debates here on this podcast where people got involved in the comment section. We talked about who had the best run of shoes. Was it Nike or Jordan Brand when it comes to 2006? So we talked about the mini Air Forces that released in 2006. All of the great retros that came out in 2006. But 10 years prior to that, in the year 1996, we saw some amazing shoes released for the first time. Like, not retros, but for the first time.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was retros coming out? I'm sure some retro in 96. I don't know. But we do want to talk about some of the amazing silhouettes that released in 96. As we mentioned here, y'all all familiar with these. I'm sure everybody watching this, maybe the Stackhouse might have fooled you for a little bit. When people play for the Pistons, bro, they don't really... I don't know.
Grant Hill just gave a story, though. He got 80 million.
Oh, from FIBA?
Yeah, he got 80 million.
That's why they went away. They gave him all
the money.
They gave that boy everything.
Now Fila out the way and he on Atlanta Hawks.
Hey, and before we go any further, I also like to mention that we 5 months ahead of the curve because it'll be the 30-year anniversary for all of these shoes when they originally released. So I suspect that we will see a lot of these shoes we talk about in the next segment releasing next year.
Yeah.
So I'll bring them all back.
I was recently looking for that one. The Rodman. I got the white one. I can't find that black one for a cool little price.
It's Fila. I don't know. I feel like Mr. Dempsey knows somebody at Fila. Go ahead and tell him drop the Grant Hills again, Mr. Dempsey.
That is true.
And you feel like, the obscure people at random brands. Tell them to bring that back. We don't carry Fila at Kicking It. However, if they want to bless us with a Fila collab on the Grant Hills, we would do it.
Look, I get a Fila collab with the Grant Hills, the one with the patent leather going up.
That's the only one we gonna do.
That's the other one is hard too, the one you won the Olympics.
If Pac didn't wear it, it ain't real. You gotta get that. No, he had the Grant Hills. Well, he wouldn't award anyway. He wouldn't award that second one, bro.
Oh, shit. Nah, that second one was hard.
Yeah, not better than the first one.
No, for sure.
Hey, but can you imagine if Pac was alive and went to an LA Lakers game in the Grand Hills? Just imagine that, right?
That's a lot to imagine.
No,
I'm confused.
I'm saying cause Pac
Where he go?
being alive at a Lakers game with Kobe there.
Oh yeah,
1996.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like he got to be on the court.
Right. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
And it's surprising he ain't never see Pac at no game. Maybe he was too gangster for games. He was just going to Mike Tyson fights.
See?
All right, so look, this topic came about because me and Cam had a conversation and we basically kind of came to the conclusion that 96 has to be the greatest year for original sneaker releases ever.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if anybody got an objection, and if you do, come tell us why. But I think that 96 is the best year for original sneaker releases ever. And so with that being said, and us being on episode 96, we're going to do a deep dive into some of the sneakers that originally released in 1996. And, let's kind of talk about which brands kind of ruled 1996 and had the best releases.
Nah, for sure. Did this song come out in 96?
One of the top songs in 1996.
So
I believe that.
What
This
else?
was a
What other
banger.
songs, like in albums, came out in 96?
Master P. Jacob probably had 12 No Limit albums that came out in
Reasonable doubt.
Reasonable Doubt dropped in
I
96.
think
You're
Machiavelli.
Making Me High, Tony Braxton.
A banger.
Twisted by Keith Sweat.
Another banger. 96 was a good ass
Pony
year.
by Genuine.
Oh, that's the night closer right there.
96.
I mean, we gotta stop right there. Really.
That's a night closer.
Unbreak My Heart. Keep On Keeping On by Escape.
Yeah.
I'm yelling because I don't have a mic.
But when you think about it, like even in our TV shows, when you go back and watch, a lot of these was in the TV shows. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
even down the road in the 90s, you had, Miles would be wearing some heat on Moesha. LL Cool J on In the House. Marlon used to throw.
Marlon had the best shoe game. Marlon had the best shoe game, hands down.
Hey, I've been watching Steve Harvey a lot, and Romeo has some heat too.
Yeah, every once in a while, yeah.
He wore penny twos.
Yeah, he had some heat. Yeah.
It was released in 96.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Fuji's The Score was released in 96.
Dang, the score.
West Side Connection. West Side.
Players from the East Side.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
96 for originality. Nah, 96 got it. Cause I see one of the topics on there. I want to definitely get into that because I'm so disappointed. You'll see it.
Oh, okay. I was saying
Yeah.
But yeah, nah,
That just dropped. I was like, what the fuck?
Cam, what you got, man, on this
Cam, let's talk about
1996?
some 96 stuff. Actually, you can have my seat for this so you can sit them on the table.
I need those.
He's our show.
Chad, I need the Air Moneys, though. Yes, sir. So the Air More Tempo is being debuted in the movie George of the Jungle.
Yeah.
If y'all remember, you know what I'm saying? And then, yes, sir. And then you know who campaigned it? And they made it for basketball players like Scottie Pippen, with a big dynamic force in the paint, who can draw the lane and maneuver through what they need to do through. You know what I'm saying? So they made this for Scottie Pippen. And then this Shake and Destruct right here, this was part of a pack. And what came with this pack back in the day, but let's start with this amazing structure on the side with this lacing system, right? And this ankle support, you know what I'm saying? This was like the dynamic basketball shooter hoop in, feel me? But yeah, so like this came with a pack. It came with roll and destruct, rattle and destruct, and the air worm and destruct. You know what I'm saying? And like none of them been retro. This one's been retro once, and this is low key bring them back. You know what I'm saying? Low key bring them back 2016 release.
Dang, that last release was 2016?
Yep.
Yeah, it could have been
17, but
man.
around there. I think it was 16 though.
16, yeah. Last release. And we spoke about that Fila. Got confused with a Grant Hill, right? But no, you know, they had elite players. Fila picked these elite players, you know what I'm saying, in the 90s to represent their brand. And they did really good, you know what I'm saying? Because like when you walked in the stores and you had to pick one of these shoes, you really didn't.
Tough choice.
You know what I'm saying? You really didn't know what to pick, including the Grant Hill out. You know what I'm saying? And then like, so this is the Jerry Stackhouse Spaghetti, and he retired in 2012, and he actually wore this in 2012 as a retirement for himself. You know what I'm saying? So like this was like his bring 'em back, if you want to say. You know what I'm saying? So
he probably knocked out a lot of niggas in those shoes too. Jazz Stackhouse was a madman.
Yes, sir. And then we're gonna definitely go here with that Penny 2, 2008 retro. Haven't been retro since. Definitely need a retro. Next year be the 30-year anniversary, so we hoping for a retro for this one.
You said that shoe ain't been retro?
Never.
That's
Social
No, sir.
version of it, though.
That color?
No, sir.
Oh no, not that color.
You think
I
that's
thought you meant
social
like
Oh, yeah,
He literally talking about the color.
Yeah, yes, this
Got
one.
you,
Yes,
got you,
sir.
got you.
Yes, sir. This one right here has not been retro. So we looking for one of these, and this is like one of the dynamic, like, sneakers of all time, to be honest. Like, you know, you come in Penny 1, and then he coming off his rollout for the Penny 2, you know what I'm saying? And then like
They can keep that one.
they had every commercial for this, you know what I'm saying?
They can keep that one.
And you know what was mentioned in this commercial? So what was mentioned in this commercial was Griffey being ran for president. Y'all remember that Griffey for president?
Yeah.
So Little Penny said to Penny, he said, man, Penny, why you ain't running for president? He running for president. And then he showed, then the commercial flashed to King Griffey running for president. You know
Yeah, I
what I'm
remember
saying?
that Griffey for President campaign.
Yeah, the sticker right there. I got it right there behind you. See? I meant to bring it up here, but you know, here nor there, it's gone. It's there though.
Like
My
that.
first penny was.
It's to your left or whatever. But like, and this right here, the Nike Air More Money, which still have the same tooling as the Air More Up Tempo, same sole. And this was worn by Reggie Miller and Ray Allen and Eddie Jones. And do you all know what they have in common?
Team Jordan.
There we go. So this what birthed them.
Everybody gets a gold star.
This is yeah, for sure. Like this, so like this was their last shoe that they wore before they became Jordan members. You know what I'm saying? And well, you know Reggie Miller, he just had PEs. So this was that. This was that right there. That birthed at 1996. What you call this, Keenan? A nurse shoe?
Trash.
Keenan's just trolling y'all. Don't worry about Keenan.
I'm serious this time.
He wasn't there. He wasn't there. Keenan wasn't there in 1996.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what that is, bro.
This is the 1996 Tri-X runner. And it's coming apart and right here in my hand.
I was about to say that.
OG.
About to disintegrate.
Yeah, for sure. It's lightweight too. You want to touch on
I
it?
don't want that.
Paul? For sure.
You want to touch on it, it's crazy.
And then this right here is the Nike
the
Air
takedown.
Much up-tempo. This is the more up-tempo. It had air units all the way around. And this one dropped with only an air unit back here, but this is the babies. So, but this had only one air unit back here, and this is the takedown model of this. This was $134.99, $150, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And this one was $99.99 back in the day. So all of it has the same tooling.
This shit is hella impressive, dude.
Is it impressive?
Nah, this shit is hella impressive.
For sure, I appreciate that, fam. Like, that you appreciate that.
Straight
So, like,
up.
they all got the same sole, different models. It all came out the same year. And this is not a takedown model of this because they cost the same price. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll leave that where that's at. And to move on to the Nike Air Flight Zoom 96, which piggybacked off of the 95 with the first carbon fiber. And then Jordan, you know, Jordan had his carbon fiber on his 11th, the Concorde that came out the year before that. Did debuted in the 1995 finals. You know what I'm saying? But like, this is the 1996, and it was supposed to be it was worn by Jason Kidd and also Penny Hardaway.
You said
All right,
what?
got a trivia question for you. What football player used to wear that too?
So this is the basketball version of the Nike Zoom Turf you're talking about, and it was Steve Young who wore it, and Jerry Rice that I'm affiliated with. Who you got?
Barry Sanders wore it too.
Oh, you talking about the? Okay, yeah,
No,
you're
he
right.
wore that
Yeah, with
on
the no,
turf.
it had the spikes at the bottom.
with the
Remember?
spikes on it.
Yeah. So this is the basketball version. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. You sure
Yeah.
right. Yep, you damn sure right.
You said Zoom Turf 90. I mean Turf. Zoom Flight 95s was the first shoe with carbon fiber.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
And then the Olympic Zoom Flight 96, which Jordan did not play in. The Olympics in 96, but Scottie Pippen played, and where we at? Oh, here we go. Also, Jason Kidd wore his in the 1996 Olympics. So you got some good important pieces to the Olympics right here. This one, the Air More Tempo I have on my feet, on my feet, whatever. And then you got that number 6 on the back. You got the number 8 on the back of Scottie Pippen's, and this is one in the 1996 Olympics right here.
No, because I got a story about those.
Talk to me.
There was a store in Houston. I'm holding this because the store was called Wieners.
Oh yeah, we on that.
Hey, Wieners is an H-Town state.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they had that at Wieners. And I remember I begged my mom, like, can I please get these? And I ended up getting them all. Yeah. I ain't know, you know, he be
Gotta be on
ready.
Nah, Dick's one around just wieners.
That's crazy.
Diggs is the
glad they wasn't
the
around.
harder version of wieners, bro. It's an upgraded version, bro.
The Diamond Turf 96. Man, I wish that we had the OG colorway around here, man. I'm slacking. I could do better if I knew better. Say it again.
White.
That
Black and white.
and then a red one.
What?
Nigga got it.
Nick from the
That
walk got
game
some.
for sure.
Man, that was a good time to hit the shit button.
Man, for
sorry.
sure. Let me put this. Let me put
Don't
this
worry, I
joint
got
up.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah, let me have that boy for sure. Man, yes, sir. This is
Okay.
This is that sneaker
Boy,
community right there. Good job, Nick.
All right,
Nigga coming to walk.
The first black person out of one.
Hey, that's how you represent.
Can I get a lifeline, baby?
Called a sneaker lifeline.
Yeah, the Diamond Turf 96, man, just to add to all this, you know what I'm saying? It just fits in. I'm upset about I don't have the Griffey's here, man, for real, because like really like
The Griffey Max 1.
yeah, the Griffey Max 1 because like this is part of like that turf, you know what I'm saying, of the Nike edition of football, baseball, basketball. I mean not basketball, but you know what I'm saying, just running on turf. But like yeah, this is it right here. I'm glad they came out with a retro, and I don't know why I don't have it, man. But Nick, you did good. Nick, you did real good, for real. And to add to the turf, the Big Hurt.
Big hurt.
Reebok, they needed somebody in 1996 too. Like baseball had Griffey. Reebok needed somebody.
Add that to the you can keep it side.
And remember in 1996, like the height of starter. So he played for the White Sox, and you know White Sox had that. They had them hats and they had they jackets. You know what I'm saying, along with the Raiders. You know what I'm saying. So like, you know, you just wore that back in the day with that. So 1996, Big Hurt, Frank Thomas, recall. $29.99 with 25% off of that.
Now the Big
Keenan,
Hurt.
to make you happy.
Yeah, that shit free would have made me happy.
Now Big Hurt out here selling dick pills. He got the new Genix. Big Hurt.
Yeah, I would say that joke right itself right there.
And to keep going with that Reebok joint, shout out to my boy Jacob.
All right.
Got the Rain Man. 1996, Kamikaze, Reebok. Can't go wrong. One of the hardest slam dunkers in the game. Like what we call it, debatedly. You know what I'm saying? They saying Blake Griffin, they saying all right then. That would say Kemp, and so yeah, so he deserves this, you know what I'm saying? Just look like a rim rocker. He just in this lightweight, so he jump out the gym in that boy for sure.
Bro, that's a great shoe.
For Reebok, right?
Not when it retro.
Nah,
they did so many colors. And it was a lot of fire.
They should stop the color.
That San Antonio All-Star color was hard.
Yeah. What you say? What you say, Keenan All-Star?
Yeah, the All-Star color.
They
was
should have
good.
kept them to
Well,
the
we gonna go All-Star
originals.
then.
They even had one with the little raindrops on it. They doing too much.
It was a lot of them. It was way too many.
Way too much.
But that was around the same time as the Matumbos when they was just doing and the Ewins.
Yeah.
When they just did way too much.
Yeah, they had to get it out, whatever they can get
That's
out.
true, because it was their moment.
Yeah.
Man, so I know Keenan gonna hate me for this, but like, you know, I got to
had
get
that
it.
shoe. I still got that shoe.
But not because I have the shoe, because of the story I'm finna tell. So this is it was originally released in 1995, the first colorway, but knowing the basketball season led it over to the second year, you know what I'm saying? So this was the All-Star Penny Air Max 1, played in San Antonio with the Columbia 11s. May I have the Columbia 11s, somebody please? I would love to have the Columbia 11s right now. That's cool, yes sir. So, but like, while Chaz give me that shoe, I want to show y'all how hard like Penny was working, you know what I'm saying? So, Penny had this All-Star came out in February, right? And so we can't forget that he also had this come out in March 1996. You know what I'm saying? So, originally, I mean not March 1996. This came out after. Oh yeah, it was. It was after the All-Star. Yeah, for sure. All right, bet. So boom, he had this.
He was working hard.
And then you gotta remember, Keno, I just told you, he played in 3 months later in the Olympics, in his signature shoe down there.
Imagine working that hard and still not being top 5
You feel
that
what
year.
I'm saying? Imagine working that hard and you still a hater. Imagine that working that hard and you still a hater.
Imagine working hard and still not being top 5 that year.
That's crazy. So yeah, so boom. Penny had so y'all know Jordan retired.
Yeah.
So they pushed Penny. They was pushing P. You heard me? They were pushing P long time ago.
That's what that meant. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
But then what?
And then they
Jordan
had,
came back.
And then they had the Jordan. They had the Pippen.
Then he came
They had
back.
the Penny.
Yeah,
Jordan
ignoring
9.
me still. Then he came back.
the PE Penny Jordan 9 was also released this year.
Hold on. I gotta get this.
Then he came back.
Yeah.
He retired, but then when he retired, he came back, right?
And then so we back to All-Star Weekend.
But when he came back,
So we got for All-Star Weekend, you got some heaters. Like you couldn't figure out what you wanted because you had this in All-Star Weekend too, Jason Kidd.
but what about when
He
he
came with
back,
another
yeah?
heater. This is a Zoom Flight 95.
But what about when Jordan came back?
And also this was played. You gotta understand how San Antonio was just heavy that year. You know what I'm saying? You had these.
You don't want to talk about when he came back, man.
You had these, right?
Did they
Because
sell-
that was in '96.
Did they sell that colorway back then?
Yes, sir. Yes,
That
sir.
Jason Kidd?
Yep, and the Olympic and the black with white.
What was
Yeah.
in '96?
I was just talking, man.
Hold on,
Just be
we
quiet,
talking
hold
about
on.
February. Let's skip to November.
Wait, we're gonna get to that.
Let's skip to November.
We're gonna get to
Man,
that.
I was gonna say,
gang.
let
Chill.
Cam continue his time.
Yeah, we gonna get to that.
That's what we talking about.
Zone Flight 95 debuted in 1996. This was a Jason Kidd, OG, worn in the All-Star game. Also,
You ain't gonna be able to see Cam in a minute.
it's all good. I'm still here, y'all. I'm still here. And then like, this ain't a takedown model, but Hideo Nomu was the elite pitcher. You know what I'm saying for the Dodgers, yes sir, because they had the blue colorway and the red colorway.
Griffin takedown.
No, because it was the same price
tooling.
point. It's the same tooling, yeah, but the price point was still the same. It was both 140, 134, 134, you know what I'm saying? So, like, this needs a retro, too. This is a bring it back. I'll consider, for sure, this is 2015. So, the Hideo Nomo
40 and 96.
was an elite pitcher, and Nike went and snatched him up and said, hey, since since they said, hey, we in baseball, we just keep the same tooling and make it easy, just give him a different upper. You know what I'm saying? So like that just makes sense for me, just you know what I'm saying? But and then we leading on to the November.
What you
I
want?
want November.
You want November? Go ahead.
The taxis. Way down the taxi. Can I get a taxi? Yeah, so there's the taxis, finna retro. It kind of really messed up one of my bring them backs because I thought I was gonna be able to do it, but
You didn't get it out quick enough.
Yeah.
pause.
That is-
I do need that other bag though. That trash bag for real.
That shit was wild. I don't even play balls. But that,
Oh, okay.
that shit was insane.
And then yeah, like so what Keenan was saying, he did hooping this playoff 11s right there. Like Keenan, that was your own foot.
Yeah.
That was the beginning of the second 3-peat.
Correct though.
Yeah.
For sure though. Yes, they was. And then we got that. Last but not least, we got that parade joint.
He wore them in the parade after they won.
After they won the
With some
championship.
big jeans.
Big ass jeans.
Yeah.
With
Them
I was
Cam
gonna say,
jeans.
jeans touched the toe
With his
cap.
shirt tucked in.
his shirt tucked
Hey
in.
Keenan, was them Cam jeans?
And he had
Yeah, for sure.
glasses on too.
They gotta put that picture on there, man.
So after you win a championship, you just want to chill on something. You know what I'm saying? For sure. And he wore these joints real quick.
And Lowe's did not come out till another 6 years.
After that, right?
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's 1996 wrap up, man. So y'all can't say that 1996 ain't the best year, and that's to you, the viewers, for sure. Cause we.
And I got
went
two
through
more
the whole
shoes in my mind that
calendar
came out in 96 that I like a lot that it's not up there too.
What shoes is that?
The Air Bacon. For
Yeah,
one.
the Air Bacon.
Well, no, the Air Bacon came out in 97.
It reissued in 97. In 96, it came out with the.
Yes, with the Allah.
Yeah.
In the back. You right.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
right.
so it was a 96
Yeah.
release.
The Air Bacon.
Oh yeah. Let me get that real quick.
Being stumped the short.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Something
Yeah.
swap.
Just
Yeah,
stumped
you
that
know
thing
what I'm
with
saying?
Cause they had that shit down.
Yeah, they had to get it out of there and bring it back
Oh,
the next
yeah.
year.
Oh, but look, I do want to hit this one real quick. Last but not least, like this is a Kobe wore this. Like the 1996 draft was crazy because probably 4 to 6 of them received their own signature shoe. You know what I'm saying? Including Iverson was part of it. You know what I'm saying? And this was like Kobe's first introduction. You know what I'm saying? And he hooped in this with Jermaine. Man, I don't want to put.
Hey, why you smashing the shoe like that, bro?
Because I'm upset I can't remember the other name. I can't remember the other name. Was it Jermaine O'Neal? No, it wasn't Jermaine O'Neal.
Darius Miles.
No. Man, I'm so upset
That
with
sounded
myself.
right.
But Ben Baker was part of
Yeah, I
that.
say it with confidence. Darius Miles.
Man, who came out of high school with Kobe this year? And they both.
O'Neal.
Okay, well yeah, they both wore this. Yeah, it was Jermaine O'Neal. Yeah, they both wore this. You know what I'm saying? But Kobe was a bigger athlete at the time, so like they made the colorway for the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Adidas. We got it all. We got it all. Kicking it, social out. We got it all, baby, for sure. Adidas, Filas, Reeboks.
Yeah.
All right, so
I was finna say,
before we wrap up, like in 1996, y'all know we only got one pair of shoes for back to school. Most of us.
It was not these.
And if we go back to 96 and y'all all had to choose one shoe to go back to school in, which one y'all choosing?
Well, it's funny you say that. Actually, in 1996, I had the Sean Kemp's and wasn't matching nothing.
See what?
We had to wear uniforms, white or yellow shirts with navy pants, and I had them, the kamikaze.
And you just had to wear them like that.
Had to get them.
Dog, like if you had that, if you had the kamikazes, you had to wear that with your Jordan jersey. Fam, that's a fact. Like you could.
This probably gonna shock you, but in '96. Had to.
You wouldn't have did that one.
Had to, bro. I'm not gonna even lie to you. And to be real, it was gonna be one of these, honestly.
I probably would have.
It's gonna be one of these.
I got these for Christmas.
Yeah, 76.
Yeah.
Wait, so
we used to get shoes at the beginning of the school year, then we wanted something for
Yeah,
Christmas.
for sure.
I remember me and my brother both had them.
So, to Reverend Fat Kicks and Greg, what Air Forces came out in '96 that y'all remember?
Well, I just looked it up earlier. I ain't gonna say I remember it. I remember the white ones with the python swoosh. That Nike retro twice within the past
I want to say some suede lows was in '96.
Yeah, that probably
maybe the baby blue joints.
No, that white
Jules was
patent
'96.
And Jay-Z rapped about it. Remember? And Can I Live?
But you know,
And Canvas,
so,
96, yeah.
Funny story, you bring up 96, what we're doing. That Air More Up Tempo was the first time I hit Jacob with all my might in his back because I wanted to, so this brings back, dang, this is crazy. So this brings back another shoe, one of his favorite shoes, the Air Turmoil. The Turmoil Lows came out in 96.
Yeah.
Because he got that shoe, that's what he wanted, and I wanted them, and they were sold out everywhere. And he thought that was funny, that I couldn't get my shoe. And it wasn't funny to me. so now you talk about the Turmoil, the Air Bacon, and the Air Max 96, that Scream Green 96.
Green.
Like, I would like to see that too. But yeah, 96 was a good year.
What y'all got? Nick, what you got?
Well, I remember what I had was the Jason Kidds, for sure.
Yeah.
I had those. If I can go back in time, but my mom wasn't going because of that price, was scorched with some bread, some 11, so for sure. Yeah, that'd be
Marcus, what you got?
I had the Air Up Tempos, but I hooped in the felines. I was in 6th grade.
That's tough.
Dan, what'd you into this in '96?
I was into preppy shoes, but if I was,
So he had Sperry's on. The Iverson.
I would have been Iverson.
Jacob.
With some hot pants.
Sweet pants.
I think I had the Turmoil first semester, and I think I had the all black Green Hills second semester.
All black Green Hills.
All black Green Hills.
Well, if I had to pick 3, this is my top 3, and I'm going out on this, man. All right, so KSea, you was about to show us your top 3, but what's your top 3?
All right, so it'd be these two, and the Pippins.
Fire.
That sandwich right there.
I ain't mad at that one either.
You can't go wrong with none of them.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to choose out of these.
Is that knowing like the history, what they done to these shoes? Even because for me, they tainted the Iverson. They didn't put so many colors on that.
Right.
That's all of these, honestly.
It just bothers me.
The oversaturating.
Yeah, like some of this stuff should have stayed classics. Like I talked about the Kemps.
But see, if they did that, bro, the brands would be over. But like,
No, that's true. I understand they gotta, get them out. But like, even the even like the original colors, like they just kind of threw them out there. They took away from the story. He just talked about a shoe that made him think of a story from when he dropped his boy as a kid.
Oh no, I ain't drop him. He ate it. Yeah, my brother. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I was gonna say. Like,
yeah, I was saying I ain't drop him. I gave
Look at Jacob like, yeah. My bad, Jacob. Hey, Jacob, come back. Come to the mic, Jacob.
He punched me.
Jacob said I'm big girl for a reason.
Punched on Jacob.
Let's talk about this.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it took away from like the story. Cause I remember this, like when this shoe came out, me and my brother got them. Like couldn't tell us nothing at school. So when we go down years later, when we got the cherry red 14s, it was the same thing. Like that shit was live.
Jacob, where you going? All right, so look. So Greg just told us a story about how he hit you in his back with everything he had. What happened after that?
No, I'm just saying we didn't do no fighting like that.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying like wasn't no dropping. That's why he didn't say it.
Yeah. I vividly remember we were walking to the escalator and I hit him in his back and he just turned around and was like, all right. I was like,
oh, he was mad. He was mad.
Yeah, Jacob is.
Yeah, so my bad, my apologies.
No, you good.
I ain't mean to over-escalate.
No, you good.
Yeah, they finna fight.
This whole, he been cool the whole time. Hey,
all right, Jacob, so Greg hits you in your back right now. No.
Greg in the back right now, his back will be protected by this pretty custom made.
This is clean. Y'all need to sell this right here, bro.
This is fire, bro.
Yeah.
Taking it back.
Let's go.
yeah.
All right, well, let's clear this up, man. Let's get to it, cause.
Oh, so wait, but I got a question for y'all since y'all up there. So if Jordan was to play in the Olympics, what would he have played in?
In '96, we probably would have got some different color, cause the Olympics in like
I was gonna say the rare
summertime,
haircut.
August, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we probably would have got an Olympic color.
What was the white and navy one? When like
We would have got a
like
French
82.
blue. We would have got a French blue.
But maybe with
11.
like gold or silver, like the sevens.
White and navy.
Yeah, a French blue 11.
72-10 season too. 1996.
A cherry 11. That's what we would have got, a cherry 11.
Right. It would have been navy though.
What's those 11s out about to come out?
The rare
airs.
Yeah,
We can't hear you. You don't have a mic.
I already said that.
What if Jordan would have been like a low top with white navy with gold?
Y'all had kind of talked about
hey,
like
Greg, check that out too though. Behind that curtain.
Oh. I don't want to spoil everything.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Let's wrap this one up.
What oh, this one right here is man. You opened this in '96.
But like sneaker question for all y'all is y'all talked about the oversaturation of some of these colorways. Do y'all not feel like some of the big brands are doing that now to where it's so many colorways coming out that you just kind of get fatigue from these brands?
I mean, they ain't really got no choice either.
Yeah,
100%. They do have a choice.
No, that's
they
a good
don't.
point though. I gotta say because they was kind of, taking shots at Reebok saying they were doing this, but every brand do it.
Literally, yeah. It's all
same time,
recycled.
like when Nike brought the glove back a few years ago, but they gave us 30 colors of the glove, and they should have stopped after a while. Like
I stood in line for the originals.
Of course.
At Sharp Sound Mall.
And they go for something crazy right now.
That's a dangerous place.
$3.99
and ironically, they was because the '90s, they had them ugly ass fives that came out the Bel Airs. Fresh Prince.
Yeah. Great ones,
yeah, them joints. So everybody
was hard.
Man, I hated them shoes. Everybody was in line for them. It was a little line for the OG gloves, but they only had a limited supply. But I was able to get a pair, and it was just that feeling of, because it was already outside of that feeling of being in line for shoes and stuff. But that feeling of getting those shoes, it was.
So it's the chase.
It's the chase. It's always gonna be the chase. Yeah. But like with the oversaturation, sometimes it makes it easier now, and it takes away from it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Keenan, you don't feel like any like Jordans have an oversaturation of colorways or Cam?
All of them. Every single one.
Any Air Forces you feel like oversaturated? Any like
you can never oversaturate the Air Force.
The threes keep coming out like crazy. The black
Air Force Ones come out literally weekly, bro. It's new colors
but
weekly.
A lot of those are GR and not like release dates. A lot of these they do release dates with these colorways, and it's just week by week.
What size are them taxis?
When I bought them at Nike.
Oh yeah, I need them.
10.5.
You might well wait a few months.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, you should.
I might. Nah, that was good though, man. Thanks again, Cam.
Appreciate y'all,
and to close off this section, I would like to say this though. One thing that I want y'all to remember, especially since KSea is here, in 1996,
we them boys.
Them hoes had to duck because the world was gonna drip candy and stay all screwed up.
I thought the Cowboys like won.
That was amazing. I had to write down.
Okay. That's all right. KSea, what's up? What you got?
Yeah, what you got?
I always follow up. I don't like going first.
I want other Keenan up there.
I ain't going.
Yeah.
Yeah, shot.
Yeah, start it up.
Start it up. Majors go gummy. Yeah. Rescue jacket on, lifesavers, no gummy.
Yeah.
Got the 5 flavors. Got the strawberry. Used to have the gloves, lock them up, never scary. Never got the very. Boys brought the timeline. It's the freestyle. I done drove up from H-Time. Gotta say how I say. KSea be my name. Going off the brain. Back in 96, I was watching Low Down Dirty Shame. And that was played by that Keenan Ivory Wayne. Same name, boys got no slogan. I like wrestling, but don't fuck with Hulk Hogan. It's the KSea, and you know the boy can flow. The boy rocking red and black like he part of NWO.
Yeah.
Dash, Baby Scott.
Yes, sir.
Hey, speaking of Hulk Hogan, you know, like in his prime, he was like 32, 33.
Yeah.
Looking old.
That's KSea's favorite wrestler.
No, it ain't.
We know, yeah.
Y'all know that picture of that guy that always pop up you like I had to show up to my haters funeral.
Yeah.
That happened. I may post it.
We're gonna let KSea freestyle on a world premiere from Lil Fat Jones back at it again with another freestyle for the Kicking It Social Hour.
Ian, hold on, let us clear the table and Greg come back.
So you said KSea is about to freestyle on a world premiere beat.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, the future producer, Ian Ty.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Did I just get fired?
Future
No,
music
a
producer.
future producer,
Oh, okay.
not the.
I mean, he's current.
But
If he's already making the beat, he's a current producer.
Maybe need to come get some tutelage. But we was watching the podcast. We was moving, so we was moving all our stuff. So we was watching the podcast as we was driving, and y'all started freestyling on the last beat that he made. And so he was like, "Oh, they like my beats."
Yeah. How old is he?
10.
10.
He's 10 years old. So
5th grade.
Yep, going to 5th grade. So he just put his headphones on and made another beat right there in the car.
Wow, that's
dope. What's up?
All right, where from here?
2 days ago.
He made this in the car. Damn. At 10, I was a failure.
Yeah, I got iPhone.
We got Ian on the beat. 11's on my feet. Me, Greg, and KSea, we sitting in them seats. About to do the pod. Know we going live. Is there the pause? I'm chilling with my guys. KSea, where you at? It's time to pick it up. Pause. Hold on, you got it, I'm stick you up. Dang, that's another pause. I'm talking about some money. Everybody laughing, but it ain't shit funny.
Hey, ain't shit funny. Talking about money, talking about the books. Ain't from Minneapolis, but never try your luck. And I don't understand what they seeing, what we do. Kicking it on the brand, them shoes gon' be blue. We talking and we manifestation. A boy gon' have the Air Force Ones, ain't no PlayStation.
Yeah.
We don't do that shit, we be talking off our heads. Going off the top, yeah, we twisted like it's dreads. That's my boy Keenan. Name is KJ. And my name is Keenan too, but KSea. And I always rep my dog, so I rep that pole trade. Can't forget my double G like my lens is Gucci. I'm about to go ahead and kill it, cause you know I'm about to keep it stuck. My boy from Milwaukee, I'm about to get some bucks. I gotta get it all, they don't even know. I'm going in the pain like I entered Tupac. I can't say that nigga's name, but that boy get freaky. So I'm going out the head, but you can't outleash me. And I'm about to get it in, cause you know I'll be the one. And I'm about to get 730 on them like hey, look y'all, kill this on the right.
Hey, keep making beats and keep delivering them to us, and we gonna freestyle on them every time. Hopefully we can get a good doctor to rap on one of your beats one day, but thank you. Keep making beats for us, Ian.
At 10 years old, I was getting suspended from school a lot. Like, you're doing great. straight up. And I'm a teacher now. So the irony in that.
I feel like that's always the case. Like a lot of people I went to school with that was like bad as hell when we was in school. They all teachers now, coaches, or preachers, or preachers.
Like
Jesus said, like, yeah, I got to use this one.
Got to use this vessel.
Right.
But like KSea said, shout out to Greg for 730 days at Air Force One.
Yeah.
He announced that today.
You feel the pressure?
Man, the pressure on, guess who ain't gonna crack?
Diddy?
Diddy not gonna crack. I had to laugh at that.
So like now that you've done 365, you got a game plan for year 2, or like you just whatever.
I gotta watch what I say.
Right.
That's crazy.
My game plan for
Oh,
year 2.
you know what? Wait, nah. You know why he did that? Because you say you gonna start year 2 when Diddy was free. But how
you know,
tables have turned.
they said supposedly Diddy was already planning a 4th of July freak off.
Well,
This is a double violation song.
Didn't nobody bring up?
violation.
Didn't nobody bring Jill? You didn't bring the baby oil? It's time to celebrate, baby.
Y'all see them people out there?
Man,
They was outside the
I'm
courthouse pouring. You remember that Chris Bosh where he had the champagne? It was a dude out there with baby oil, really just spraying it all. I was saying, bro.
Hey, wait, you got your bottle over there, Dan? I hope that. Throw that to me, man.
Oh, they a party foul? I'm glad Dan did it.
It was a cup full of baby oil, so I'm all right.
Dan put it like.
Hey, Dan do that like he's been me.
Yeah.
He's like, this is a perfect opportunity.
In real time, if you look at my face when I saw him pick it up, I was like, that shit ain't gonna make it. I literally. I looked at I said, nah, that shit is not gonna make it across his room.
Hey, I'm just glad he was
Dan ain't
there
never
that did
threw a
it, bro.
ball
If it
before
was
at all.
anybody else,
Dan ain't never played a sport.
hey, this
Well, you know what's crazy? Dan used to play baseball.
I did.
Softball, T-ball.
When 1996, it sound like
He was on a-
you throw like a girl.
He was on the softball practice squad. Remember I used to hoop with the UT girls basketball team? Same shit.
He's on the Bad News Bears.
You used to hoop with the UT basketball team.
The girls basketball team, yeah. I stood still. She was a coach. And I used to go hard on them.
Hey,
No, ain't no whoa, ain't no pause, none of that.
Hey, G, you remember I've been free Diddy.
Oh, man.
I had to realize what you said. I'm like, wait, what?
Y'all was mad at me. Y'all was like, no, we ain't
All
free.
right, look, if we gonna talk
So
about it,
let me ask you this. So, what was the
Let me get some wood.
like? What was the cause behind it? Like, what made you?
Man, I'm just thinking, dog, like, it was like, this stuff was happening to black men, like, every 6 months almost, right? So it was just like with Diddy, it's like these people would love to be around Diddy. You know what I'm saying?
Are
like,
you one of them?
I mean, we had that raw session. I said it was a whole bunch of raw.
They don't understand you and your love for Diddy. Go look on Instagram and check out 50. He talking a lot of. Nah, come on, go ahead. What you say? You
But
was
let
telling
me
us how
ask
much you love Diddy.
When you saw that video of him in that hallway with old girl.
Oh no, I wasn't with that.
Yeah,
No.
so I mean that's kind of part of it though.
But I'm talking about like the Freakazoid stuff.
So you down with the
Yeah,
freak
but
offs,
they
it's not the
saying-
like the abuse.
Right.
They
But
Dan,
if,
can you go check this
but if
camera?
he's
She kicked-
drugging people for the freak offs, then
She
it's
kicked the
not
camera.
consent. It's not consensual.
I ain't
So
see
you
how
can be
that was no
freaky,
stick.
but-
I don't think that he drugged them. I think they went there to be on drugs.
but not to
Like,
be
why would you?
sexually.
Why would you say you think you're going to a Diddy party and come home sober? You're not gonna remember. You're leaving Diddy's house.
I can see your angle.
Like,
but
Pause, man.
I think they
Can't
did
see
it.
that nigga angle.
No,
No,
I
because-
think they did it right by showing the video of KSea, and that was meant
Absolutely.
to assassinate his
You want me to tell you why I
character,
thought
so
that was
it's like-
wrong? Cause she had settled that already. She got her money.
Yeah, no, but they did it to make you believe, and it works for me. After I saw that video, I was like, yep, anything they say he did, he did it. They say he did it, he did it.
and that's me. You
And that's
did
what it
to
was
prove
for.
it innocent.
Yeah, this was to let Diddy know, like, you not untouchable. Like,
Absolutely.
like the freaky stuff you doing not illegal, but if you want to get touched, we can touch you. Like, you want to go up against these $1 trillion liquor companies, and they gonna let you know, like, nah, you playing with the wrong one. You better take this 600 mil we done gave you and be quiet.
Does he prove that he is untouchable?
Nah, cause he's still in jail.
I mean, nah. Now,
I mean, everything now is allegedly.
He still gotta get sentenced.
But I'm saying, even
Those
with
2
him,
sentences
like-
out of 5, he got guilty 2 out of 5.
Yeah.
So the RICO not guilty, the 2 trafficking not guilty, but 2 prostitutions guilty.
But the
which
RICO
both carry a
stick.
maximum of 10-year sentences. So he's still facing 20 years. There is no minimum, so he's not really facing 20, but possibly.
I don't think he goes.
You don't think he goes? You think he getting time?
But
I think
even
he's finna
with
sit in
him,
jail for at least another year.
Even with him like setting Kid Cudi's car on fire, that's arson. Like, what are we talking about? Like,
That's what I'm
how is
saying.
that getting that's what I'm saying.
like-
How is shit like that getting dropped? Like, even take all the freaky shit out of it.
He did his court. He did his day in court. Like I mean, pretty much it's that saying of you got to pay to play. If you got the access to get out that stuff, you gonna get out. But I feel like his star power, all this bullshit, like that ain't gonna fly. Like he's gonna be blackballed.
I don't think so.
Nah, I think so. Ain't nobody
I think
finna.
so.
That's why that video came out. Ain't nobody finna work with that
You
alone.
watched the BET Awards. They was trashing him. You not gonna come back from that. Like
Chris Brown came back from it.
Nah, that's
no,
way
that
different.
wasn't. He didn't go through that
He
same
didn't have it
thing.
on video either.
Right.
But he didn't go through that same thing.
Yeah,
where,
bitches.
where you had Hollywood people like on both sides, white and black, they publicly like denouncing you, trashing you, joking about you, everything like that. Like you, because he had too much. He had too much power over all these people. That's his first messed up. He had all this power. He was leveraging it, and then it backfired on him. And so now the same people, now that you out, you ain't gonna get that same access to me no more.
Nah,
I don't know, lie, but I think we're gonna revisit this, and I think y'all gonna be wrong.
Nah,
So,
you tripping.
Speaking of being blackballed, I had I was thinking about this earlier, and I'm hoping I'm speaking loud enough to be on the mic. But does he have to, based on the charges of prostitution or what have you, the way they set it up with the prostitution charges, does he have to register on the list?
Nah,
Me too.
Nah, he not a sexual.
Yeah, no, he not a.
No, that's all
Predator.
pedophile.
So that like,
I mean,
as a, you know, like, because it is a sex crime technically.
His
like,
favorite singer got to do that.
Oh,
He gonna die there. What you say? Nothing bad about Cisco. We gotta get back to Cisco too. But
Yeah,
let's
nah.
finish this.
Which one of y'all was searching for
Grayson,
Cisco
yeah, no.
on kicking his page? 'Cause
Me?
It popped up.
I'm trying to get my boy on the pod,
Look,
man.
He gonna be here.
I'm trying to tag Greg. It said doctor, but it said dragon.
Yeah, trying to unleash
Yeah,
that joint pod.
the OG dragon.
Y'all gonna get him out them blinkies?
Yeah.
Shoes, man.
When did
That's part
the
of his
first album
gimmick.
come out? Was it 96?
Incomplete. Nah, well, maybe Drew Hill.
Yeah, I'm
I
talking
think
about Drew Hill,
it was
yeah.
either 96 or 97, one of the two.
But his first album, I think, was 99.
Incomplete was 99 or 2000, somewhere
Yeah.
around there.
Anyway, so how do y'all feel about Diddy technically being not guilty?
Oh, I mean, I don't care. He's a horrible person.
Do y'all
After I
feel
seen
like
that
that's-
video, I done wrote him off anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Straight
do
up.
y'all feel like this is like justifiable, or like the jury and the courts kind of?
I mean, they proved it. I mean, they went through the process. They had the opportunity to prove him guilty, and they didn't. I mean,
I tell you,
it's like the same thing with Chris Brown, bro. Like, all right, I ain't gonna. I don't want to go there.
no, I get it, but now,
Yeah,
so
it's like
I think,
he did the due diligence, and it's over. It's cool.
But like I said, I think they just want to show him he's touchable. Now, Brian Steele, on the other hand, that guy's untouchable.
Who is that?
His lawyer, the one who got Young Thug off that RICO case too. That boy back to back, like the Rocket.
He was one that ended up picking up the case after his other lawyer
Yeah.
got out, right?
Yeah, once he finished that Young Thug case, he went and fought Diddy's RICO case.
He beat the state and the federal RICO.
Yeah, now that's who's untouchable.
He got some connections.
Yeah,
for
he's
sure.
the one.
So
But
you not listening to nothing Diddy related? Like,
We've been listening to Diddy.
hold
this
on,
whole
let me.
96
No, I'm talking.
I can't really say how much Diddy stuff I really listen
I
to.
mean, you just say he's a horrible person. Like, I'm saying, like, that mean you cutting out the music?
I'm thinking about R. Kelly. I was finna say, don't the victims get? Don't the
Exactly.
victims get?
That's where I was going with this,
They
because
don't
you
even own
still
that
listen
shit.
to Robert.
Yeah, but his victims get that money, so I'm gonna keep robbing. I'm gonna keep robbing in
That's not
rotation.
a fact.
I don't
That's
care
not,
what's
that's
going
not
on.
a proven fact that it's victim. That's just what we said.
You
To
said,
me-
I
I made it up. But let me tell you why I said, because R. Kelly owns none of his music. He don't own none of his royalties. Diddy owned his own royalties and everybody else's that was on Bad Boy.
The artists, their royalties, like right before.
Yeah, but that was like payoffs. In my opinion, that was payoffs for. That was like, hey, I'll give you your royalties back. You don't testify in court. You don't come forward. I think it was around the same time that everything was starting to happen when he started giving royalties back. So I think that it was all part of the plan. I think so. I could be wrong.
Jadakiss and them got theirs. They got theirs back with force. They was about to throw that man out of the window.
Some NWO style.
Day 26 should have been on the same thing instead of crying on interviews.
Who?
Day 26.
Crying on interviews.
I still want to know what he did to old dude.
Bro, he
messed him up mentally.
In order for the whole group to be in there crying, like he had to do some diabolical shit.
Damn. I ain't seen that.
Oh yeah, bro, the whole group, bro. They all got their hair on his back.
3, 2, and they just said
the light skin, bro, crying. Talking about he messed up his life, his mental messed up. Like,
yeah.
I think he said all he wanted is an apology, and he was just going in.
He was just like, I can't believe somebody could be so evil.
Man, what?
Is that Donnie, right? Donnie?
I don't know his name. I think his name Quinn or
Q. That's what it was. Yep.
But at the time, he was dating
Don. Yeah.
So he tried to say that Dawn was a part of it because she gave him a pill at one of Diddy's parties, but supposedly she took the same pill, and that was when they had all blacked out and some of the things that happened.
Called the Punisher. Did you see that?
Punishment.
The Punisher. I'm never calling a nigga the Punisher to come to my party, bro. Like, what do the Punisher come to do, bro?
He got a Vlad interview going crazy.
The Punisher?
Yes.
Nah, I ain't see that. I need to watch it.
You know Vlad gonna get him.
Oh no, he dressed regular that day.
That day,
he wasn't fooling with Vlad, I guess.
He wasn't suited and booted.
He had a gimp suit on.
He wasn't in the uniform.
In uniform is
crazy.
I tell you who's still free. One of them New Orleans dudes who escaped.
The light skin, bro. He done, bro.
But I think
he on the right track.
He gone, bro.
The dude with the chest pieces on his face didn't play it. He didn't play it right at all.
He got on social media.
Yeah, like what you
they caught him in New Orleans still. I'm like, bro, you been out for weeks. Why are you still in New Orleans?
He look a little. He look crazy though.
I like his story.
But I was gonna say he's the one that supposedly they all broke out to get him free. But you can go ahead.
That's the one that killed his
the officer.
His grandma's killer's family.
Yeah. They ain't catching him.
I hope they never find him.
Yeah, nah, he's gone.
Yeah.
Like the one that just caught. Like I said, I don't understand why you stayed in New Orleans.
All of them was caught in New Orleans. At least go to Houston.
Yeah, but he's been gone a long time, bro. I would have been in like Wyoming or somewhere really random.
Yeah, that last one, I don't think that last one getting caught.
Somewhere with,
what the hell is Black?
I would have went to Milwaukee with the.
He would have been good. He would have blended in.
See me doing uptown, downtown. That's what I would have been doing.
Hey man.
But yeah, the one who still left, I think he's a free man. I don't think they're gonna catch him at all.
Yeah, this last dude was on the run for 6 weeks. Wow.
I think he protected too.
The last one?
The last one. Because everybody gonna hear his story and
right.
They gonna definitely get a movie out of it.
They picked his girlfriend up. So maybe they will step closer, but they ain't got him. So.
Yeah, nah, he's
no,
free.
He talked to the pen pal.
Not the pen pal.
Look, Chaz and talk to him.
Right.
That's Chaz Moore.
He gonna be at Azure tonight. Celebrating Keenan's birthday.
Oh, he gonna be there with Chaz.
We gonna get him off.
Hey, bro, I think we done with that, but I couldn't wait to get here and have this conversation with you about the Aqua X. The newer pair.
So how do I feel about the new Aqua X?
Mm-hmm. You were so excited about this release.
I'm not excited about this release, bro.
Care to tell us why?
Yeah, now I only need 2 pair.
What?
Yeah,
I don't need one.
I still need, man. So
yeah,
like I get like Jordan Brand going back and saying like, hey, this OG shoe was like this, so we're gonna tap back into the OG specs and the OG colors and all that, man.
But before you keep going, I saw a picture of Jordan playing in the All-Star game, and they didn't look that light skin like this new pair.
Yeah, man, I'm not a fan. I'm not gonna lie though, but when I was in Paris, Frank Cook had them on, like on foot, like they didn't look that bad. But if you compare them to the previous retros, what I think I'm gonna do is buy a pair and like shoot them to like Dank or somebody and get him to dye that gray black and just have some all black joints. But the way they are, that really bright gray in the bag, I'm not a fan. But like I said, I went from needing like 5 pair to 2. I'm still gonna double up on that. Yeah, I'm still gonna double up.
These are double up for you?
Yeah.
Nah,
Cause like I said, I'm a dime.
I have never like intentionally doubled up on a shoe ever.
Never?
Never. Cause I wear my shoes
that's
like I
crazy.
wear them hoes. And so
that's why you should double up.
Right.
That's true, but I just like never. I go back and try to find it again. Like I said with him, I like to chase. Like
I don't like that chase of paying resale.
I know, no, never that.
Especially when you get, especially when you get it for
trades and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Do that. Yeah,
like Black Hat 4s when they don't come back out.
That pair I would want like 2 because I just remember like when they came back out. What was it?
2018.
2018. Cause they got them for retail. They was sitting, and I just waited. I just waited, and then it just went crazy.
Yeah, that price was wow.
So what did that do for the 2018 pair? I'm saying like the new release, like how did that resale value at what the 2018 pair do?
I don't think it changed it much because it's a completely different shape. The suede different seem like from pictures anyway. I think it's a choice for the person who really want them. I think they both gonna be expensive, but I think the newer pair might not be.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that's what's gonna make the old ones go up. That you can tell the difference. Like I think
the new one got Nike Air, so that's gonna make it expensive.
Right.
Alone, but I think the last pair still gonna be more expensive.
So like
2020.
Yeah, and that one was $993.
Yeah.
So why you think like different pairs don't do that? Like for instance, the Columbia 11s, like they came out. Okay, first question: do you sell your old pair to get a new pair?
I don't. I like to have all of them. As you can see, if you ever watch retros with KJ, I like to have every pair that ever released. So I'm not getting rid of nothing. I like to look at them, even if they're not wearable. I like to be able to compare and just know the fact that I got every year that came out. So I wouldn't sell none of the old ones.
I feel like I do that with ones.
Like that taxi, I plan on selling it the week after I buy the new one.
You need to let that mug go now though, because it ain't gonna be no difference.
I don't. I only want 150, 200 for it.
Yeah,
me.
but why somebody gonna do that? When the new
No,
one
you're
just
right.
like
You're absolutely
and
right.
It's more wearable. That's the thing.
Better
like
quality.
if it's a different, it's like you can tell a difference. I think you got a chance. I might sell something. I literally have 4 pair of used black hats that Fat them probably brought back to life several times, and I beat them right back down. But when these new ones come out, I might take a 6-pack.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
No exaggeration on that.
Oh, the Black Cat 4s. Whoa.
I'm not mad at that.
That's bananas.
I beat the hell out of them too.
Yeah, I got 1 DS pair left from 2020, and I'm holding on to these new ones.
You had another DS pair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't get why I sell them, bro. Like I don't get it. Like just keep them. Like you don't want to say you got both.
Just because I wanted this newer pair to last me the same time this one lasts me.
But why not just keep wearing the old one until they give out and then come with the new one?
Well, just think about this. When the old one dropped, I wasn't thinking just gonna come back out again. I was thinking it's not gonna come back out again.
Right.
So I kept it looking once or two wears. You know what I'm saying? So now it's rolling into the new ones coming out. It's just like, did I waste money saving it? Like trying to keep it dead stock, or did I do good by like what you saying, just to have a comparison of the two?
I'm putting everything on and I'm wearing it as if it's coming back out because I know that it is.
You gotta get them out now though. Now's the time. Now's the time.
Gee, you want them that
bad? Not to get banged on them, pal.
No, like, you heard me. Like you know it. Like you know my prices.
I'm saying even if you want to sell them, period. Like I think like now, if you want to get out for them, I think now's the time to do it for sure.
Because I think it's a lot of people like me who just want them all. Like every time I see something new coming out, like Steel 10s, I've been watching 94 Steel 10s. I've been watching 05 Steel 10s. Just like, because I want to me, that's a set that I need to complete. Every time something come out, if I don't already have it, I need to complete the set. I need all of them. I don't know why I'm like that, but I just be feeling like
the
that.
Legend Blue 11s, like I got the ones the first release with the Carolina soul over there.
Yeah.
I mean, insole, you know, in the insert. And like I had those too, but for some reason the other ones just hit for me, and I got rid of those.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which probably really don't make sense because knowing that those gonna last longer than the
right.
But I don't know, just like it's just I guess to like everyone's discretion how they handle their sneakers.
Yeah, I'm saying you like what you like too.
I got a question for y'all as a restorer. So as a restorer, I actually like working on like OG pairs. I like working on stuff that ain't coming back out because I know I'm helping retain its value. But I feel like, what can we do in the sneaker culture that truly appreciates us who collect stuff that's not wearable and it still retain its value? Because every time a retro come out, then the value of the OGs drop as if it's not like important to have these joints.
Right.
These because like every other collectible retains its value or even appreciates. But with sneakers, how do we do that in this culture? Because I think we'll appreciate the retros better and the OGs better if we can find a way to maintain the value of being a collector and having some of the OG pairs.
I think that gets down to the nitty-gritty of finding people like this in the community where all these people appreciate that 96 version of that Air Force, that 14 or whatever, and the small details. It's going to have to come down to like you just finding your small community of that versus the whole world appreciating that colorway, because it's just like everything is so oversaturated, like we talked about earlier. They don't really care about what year it came out, who wore it, any of that. That's only like the older generation who was there and who understood it that really cares about it. So you just gonna have to find those like-minded people at a podcast, at a sneaker summit or whatever to kind of just build that community with.
Yeah, I ain't gonna even lie. That's a super niche market too, because I'm into shoes just like everybody in, but I don't care about that old stuff. I need my stuff
think that's
to be
what
wearable.
I think that make my point. Like that's you are able to, and we can tell. Even if you can't tell, we can look at the tag. We're like, okay, this the older pair. Like y'all just started doing this. I've been doing this.
I don't care.
That's more like if you do care though, that's the conversation that we having.
If it looks the same, I don't care.
But 9 times out of 10, something gonna be different.
But okay, even if it's like, okay, we on 96 and something came out on 96, it's coming out in 2025. If you got it in 1996 or whatever, you're gonna be like, damn, you've been in this game. You understand, you know what's going on. So that's a different appreciation, and that's where that community, that's the community I'm talking about. And the niche that I'm talking about is like people who've been there since day one and can understand like the tumble leather is different from this leather and X, Y, and Z.
That's a deep conversation.
That's a different. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's a specific person. Like you said, that's a niche person. You just gonna have to find that community who really care about that.
You can fast forward even to like 2005 and 6, like where we already arguably had this conversation about the green bean 5s and the
black and blue 14s that he said he's gonna pull out
the
one of the
Chambray
leads
7s and the maroon 5s. Like you asking Marcus like how could we retain that value? And I also thought that same question because like what's the point of releasing a Chambray 7 or a Black and Carolina 14 when the first time it released it was limited? So now today is everybody's gonna have it as a general release. It takes away from the value when they should just drop it limited again.
Well, you looking at it from Cam, and I've been in this point. They're looking at it as we're a business.
Well, I'm looking at
yeah, for sure.
Right, so they gotta make it so the public can get it. They want to put out as many shoes as possible. It still might, some stuff will be somewhat limited, like the 14s won't be, but I mean, it's a lose-lose situation because then when they make limited stuff, like Kobe, like these Caitlin Clark Kobe's, they don't make enough when nobody can get them. Like, then you got to get Money Boys mad because they ain't make enough. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I'm looking at it like for somebody like yourself, G, with a decent collection, and the value of that collection.
Greg say, look, Greg say,
keep me humble.
I see what he doing. Yeah, I'm just don't want nobody running up. I heard you got that shit.
They should not run up.
You got a lot of run-uppers right here.
I'm thinking about the preservation of a collection that at some point your collection can be worth a certain amount of money. And your collection depreciates if we don't, as the collectors and a part of the culture, find a way to value what has already come.
Yeah.
Because again, there may be something in your collection that's worth certain amount of money, it get retro. Now you can't even get that off for what it should be worth.
Right.
Because you've been collecting it for this time.
Well,
I mean, Air Force One.
Resellers though, they not gonna respect that value anyway. Like if you trying to get off a collection, if you trying to get off a bulk collection, more than likely they gonna hit you.
Price.
They gonna like bulk price,
I
and then
look
you
at
gonna be
resellers as the pawn
100,
shops
120 shit.
of sneakers.
Before we get off sneakers, I got one question for everybody. Is Westside Gun here to push out J-Tips?
No, I don't think that's the purpose at all.
I don't think it's the purpose, but I'm saying, is it gonna happen? This is what happens.
Nah.
This is when you get from one influencer to the next.
Nah, I think what this is what J Tips talked about when we did that Q&A with him. Saucony can't depend on him for everything. They need somebody to help him. Mm-hmm. He can't lift the whole brand by himself.
But that's not. I don't think that's how the world works. I don't think we can be in love with two influencers at one time. I feel like it's always
Cam
one
like Jordan and Penny.
That's not the same. New age today. New
J Tip's
influencers.
not an influencer.
That's right.
He a designer.
He an influencer,
He's like virtual.
bro. No matter how you put it, he an influencer, bro. No,
He's
I
a
mean it's a lot of people
designer.
that buy the clothes, the hats, and the shoes, but it's a lot of people who just want the shoes, and that's it. It's a lot of people who just want the shoes. So if you on Saucony and you got to choose out of a J Tip, or you got to choose this all red, multiple different materials and prints and paws and whatever else on the shoe. And you got to choose this shoe with a flower, or you got to choose this all red shoe with this scorpion on the side of it. Like and to me that's the same. That's the equivalent of Travis Scott, Nigel Sylvester. We don't give a damn what Travis Scott got coming out. If Nigel and Travis drop on the same day, we going to get Nigel's. And so now I think we in the same spot.
It
with
depends on
Saucony.
what age group you talking about.
I don't care what age group. I don't care what. You can go from youngest to the oldest. I think that everybody is going after a Nigel before they go to a Travis. If they drop on the same day at Kicking It, the line is going to ask for a Nigel until we sold out of Nigels, and they're going to be like, well, what size I got left in the Travis?
Nah, I don't agree with that at all. Yeah, I don't agree with that at all.
So you think that it's equal?
Yeah, I'm not talking about a Jumpman Jack. A Travis Scott Jordan 1 in comparison to a Nigel shoe.
So if you drop that, if we drop that Travis Scott fragment low, the white and blue one versus the Bike Airs, and just some random colorway, it's a fake black one and it's a fake blue one coming around. You think that the blue one, because the Travis Scott's blue, you think that it's gonna be like a mixed line? You think everybody gonna?
I think the Travis Scott outsell it.
Outsell up Nigel?
Yes.
Shit, I'm the only one.
And you gotta think about price point too, 150.
And it's a triple collab too.
Yeah, easy.
All right, well,
I would go for a
shut me up.
Nigel.
Yeah.
I'm cool on Travis, but I'm not ever going on my way for a Travis.
Me either. At all.
And I don't think I'm alone in that. But
All right, Ms. Dempsey, great seeing you.
all right, guys.
Yeah.
See what, nigga?
You driving back
See
tonight?
Yeah, I'm here. I got this.
Oh, God bless.
That was Champ.
That was a camera.
No, it's a $500 microphone.
Oh,
shit.
Champ got $500.
Well, you gotta watch the
Word to me, listen,
Please.
I got my hand out. Watch it on the cast. Nigga, I see your hair getting long.
Killed your shit. I came and caught you, nigga. I ain't had no hair when you had that same length.
I've been cut my shit, bro.
Hey, we see your Azure, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
With Diddy.
I'll tell him to bring the cardboard out.
Yeah, take a picture of it for me.
Diddy gonna be there too.
I might come, bro. Pause.
Hey, nigga, you on the flyer, nigga.
Yeah, shit. He told him don't make that shit too. Let's do bring him back. KSea gotta go, bro. Me too.
Me too. Shit, I'm driving to San Antonio.
I got this for him in the morning.
Yeah, what time?
I gotta drive to Dallas.
I gotta get a Philly. You got Dallas tonight?
Probably like 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
Anybody gonna sit down for bring him back? Damn, Marcus, what them cookies for? What them cookies for?
And my birthday cookies.
And
Birthday
then,
cookies.
but somehow Raven the first cookie.
Well, I ain't get some from the ones I bought the other day.
Nah, I'm just talking shit.
I ain't get some from the ones I bought the other day.
Well, let's get to bring him back.
I didn't get some.
Jacob, you can see where I'm saying. I don't have to bring them back.
What, out of suitcase?
Man, come on up
with
here.
that suitcase. It don't never be no. It ain't no 17s in there.
Seriously, I ain't capping with the suitcase.
Nah, I'm just letting him know. That's just your case. He don't know that.
No, I ain't capping.
Let me get a chocolate chip, motherfucker.
Kivo, listen, don't listen.
The camera started?
Yeah, we're
Anything
waiting on
Kenny
y'all.
say, disregard it.
All right, let's
He
start.
just
Kenny,
had
introduce
it.
it. Let's go.
Damn, ain't shit left.
No, look, you gotta pull up.
Damn, man.
Marcus, you bring him back?
Girl, you gotta introduce, bring him back before you just walk out.
You can do it.
No, I
You
can't.
can do it. Go for it.
All right, here we go. Greg's gonna start.
You can do it all night long.
And now it is time for Bring 'em Back. This is where we talk about a shoe that we want to be brought back in retro so we can buy it at a reasonable price and wear it. If you was to write it down or put it on a computer, it would be capital BRING apostrophe EM BACK with 3 exclamation marks. So it is time for Bring 'em Back, also known as Summoning Them Once More. I'm going to step away because I didn't bring anything today. Who this man?
Well, Greg step away.
You in here for some beer?
I think it's only right that we start with our guest. KSea, I saw you about to bring him back, man. Let us know what you got.
You got it.
All right. So he
we like
kept
the
talking
box.
about 96.
Mm-hmm.
This was 10 years later.
We like that box. Oh,
Damn. I want these to come back out. These just crumbled on me last year. Like, just last year. You in the store too, so I don't know if you can do something with them.
you got a donor, I can.
Huh?
If you got a donor.
They definitely crumbling.
Yeah.
So like any
It's feeling
form.
good. The upper is still in amazing shape, by the way.
Yeah, no,
I
it
still
is.
got this one, and I still got the card. And so
Yeah,
you
we
wanna talk
need
about
that.
sneaker stores. Originally $149. I got them for $124.99. It was a beautiful thing back in the day. Kids you would never understand.
Yeah, now we need that for real. I like that.
It's crazy.
And it's a
That's
good.
LS,
That
right?
upper is good.
LS.
That's what I was trying to say, man. Like if that came back,
It wouldn't even sell.
release.
It wouldn't sell.
No, I think
It wouldn't sell out.
Hey, what would you say? A 6-pack? This would be that one for me. It's like my favorite. White and green forest too.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one is.
Nah, that's a good colorway.
It need to come back as an LS though. That's what I'm trying to say. Like
I
a
wouldn't
general
mind it
release,
neither.
it will
Yeah.
fit.
All right, Jacob.
I'm happy with
If you
that.
got a 4 you don't want, send. I'll switch them out.
All right, so staying in my Reebok lane, my bring 'em back is these S-Dot Carters.
That's crazy. I'm not gonna.
So these I think are from 06. Kind of hard to find, but yeah, I need all of these released.
That give it a still shot in front of the camera so we can clip it while you talk about it.
So yeah, Jay-Z, one of my favorite rappers. Reebok is my favorite brand. So this needs to come back. This needs to
Reasonable
come back.
Doubt, 1996.
Yeah.
Oh, that hit hard right there.
I guess I'll go. Before we go over there to that side. Lately we've been talking about packs, and I think it's time to be real. I don't think packs ever coming back.
What did he say?
Yeah, I think a pack. That was you, Greg? Yeah, boy, we don't need that. Now, granted, if packs came back today, I think they would be way too expensive. I think they'll be way too expensive. So some of these shoes in this pack haven't dropped since 2008, and I think it's time to bring back some of these. So if y'all can see, this is a half a pack.
Yup.
And at the time, a lot of, like I said on one of the other episodes, people were splitting packs. And so, just give us the the individual shoes. So I'm gonna open up this pack. Let y'all see this slide. This slides. And when you slide that open, pause. I think you get that black and red Air Jordan 18 CDP, which you thought would have been the original colorway, but it wasn't because at the time Mike was playing for the Wizards, so we didn't get this colorway. But yeah, bring it back with the brush too.
Oh man.
So CDP
brush?
Air Jordan 18 with the brush. With the brush.
And you never wore them.
Never wore in size 10. CDP 18, man. If we can't get a pack, let us get an individual shoe. I think this is one that deserves to come back, man. So I can walk around brushing my shoes, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
That's crazy.
Oh man, that's good. That's
Oh,
good.
yeah,
Too.
that's crazy.
My bad.
Killer Cam, man, what you got?
Is there a reason you didn't wear these? You just didn't.
Cause at the time I couldn't wear a size 10. I was 9.5, true 9.5. Everything is 9.5. But now today, I'm a true 10 today.
Oh yeah, he
9.5 is
crack.
cutting it. I measured my foot, and I'm like 9.75. So I'm not a 10, but a 9.5 is too small sometimes. But these will get worn. I didn't want to wear them before I did them. Bring them back.
Oh yeah, as soon as you wear them though, it's a done deal.
Yeah, I know.
It's a done deal.
I know.
But you gotta get it.
I think they'll sell out just like the black and blue ones and the white and blue ones. But
I agree.
I think it'll be just like the 17s. If you get in and you get out, and you make it limited, boutique only, I think it's an instant sellout just like the 17s. Because I think a lot of people didn't think 17s would sell out, but the 17s sold out and resold for more. And I think this is the same situation. I think with these higher numbers, if you get in and you get out, give us 1-2 colorways, make it limited, boutique only, then it'll sell out every time.
Last but not least, price point.
The price point not gonna be 300. 300 was with the briefcase, the 17s. I think these might be 275, 250.
250.
Yeah.
Okay.
225 though. They might do 225.
225 on the 18th. They was already 185.
Yeah, they was 185.
That's how you.
So no, they definitely gonna do it 250 plus.
The ribbons like when you vacuum carpet. That's how you know the suede is still good.
Well, I'm gonna let Marcus go since I'm the residential expert.
Oh, that ain't just gonna.
Last but not least.
I take my drum roll back.
All right, so I came with, since we're on the 11s, I brought an 11 that has not been retro. You know what I'm saying? Good box. You know what I'm saying? This is when I used to put little stickers on all my boxes so I can know what it is. So y'all already know what it is. Cherry Low from 2012.
May 5th, 2012. I graduated from HT, went right to work at Nice Kicks, and we dropped them.
Yep. This was I got this as a gift to myself when I was in seminary. Seminary is where people go to study theology and talk about God and all that kind of stuff. And seminary was hard. I'm talking about hard. And so to reward myself, I went and got these. 2012. Still in good condition. I need to clean them up. Got some yellowing. But man, I need this back. Never been retro. We need this colorway.
I hope that a Christian university. I don't know how y'all did it. I was.
Where, in Waco?
Nah, in Oklahoma. Man, I used to
MCC?
get kicked out.
MCC?
Nah, Southwestern Christian. Southwestern Christian University.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. That shit was so hard.
You went to a Christian school?
Bro, they had me with all the rules. They almost kicked my black ass out.
Yeah, got curfew. Look, you gotta be single. You know what I mean? Like you can't be.
Did y'all hoop against Temple?
Yeah. It's,
Alright.
Temple, you go?
Cam, what you got, bro?
Cam, what we got?
So after I would go back to this was an accident really. To my first time being on the show. And my partner G said you had to be outside for these. You know what I'm saying? It's like so after the 1995 strike in Major League Baseball, Ken Griffey dropped that Diamond Fury. You know what I'm saying? So like this was originally dropped in 1995, but since they had a strike through that whole season, he really didn't get to wear this mug. You know what I'm saying? So in 1996, June, when baseball started up, he started this before the Griffey match. So this was like a 1995 release, but it led into 1996 baseball season. So Nike Diamond Fury, you had to be outside. This is a 2015 release. Got some crack in. It's on crack.
I played baseball in that shoe.
Talk to him, gang.
Yeah, for the Beckley Saint Dragon.
Yeah, the Dragon.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk to him.
Beckley Saint. Yes, sir.
Yeah, purple and gold. Yeah.
It's gonna be a hard colorway to match, but
it's gonna
all
be,
it just need
That's what's in the case?
No. So like, but hold on, wait now.
My bad.
Slow down.
I'm that case got me.
But don't forget who our man, he hooped in these.
Ray Jackson.
Ray Jackson, shout out Ray Jackson, hooped in these. Shot them free throws in 1995. Like I said, it originally dropped, but it led into 1996 baseball season for sure. So let's just drop this bad boy again, bring him back. And what's in my case? My boy wanna see you over there.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
It is a
Cobalt.
1996 release, Jordan, i.e.
Cobalt.
Jordan really wasn't fond of this one. That's why you won't see a picture of Jordan wearing this one at all. Because he really wasn't fond of this because rumors is he was just more happy with the Air Jordan 11 Space Jam being blue and the Columbia being blue. So like you'll never see him wearing this shoe. And I couldn't find a picture of him wearing it. You know what I'm saying? So like, and also when it's released in 2005, it was an international release only. So 2015, it's time for release.
What? When it released in 2005, it was an international release only.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know where I got.
That's my brother got robbed from.
Yeah, I don't know where I got that from, but that never was an international release only.
Hey, well, you know what? Prove it.
Cause it released in 03 actually. 03 and then it retroed again in 2015. And both of them was available right here in the States.
If you look at remember we talking about the 14s never smelling?
Yeah.
Got that? They got them Vince.
Even though these smell like something else.
What did he say? Oh yeah, let's bring this.
Smell like they belong to Color.
Put my shoe underneath it. Let's just put a fire to it and let's just see what it do. But yeah, like 2016 release, 11 low, i.e. Cobalt. Let's just return this boy, bring him back, please, sir.
Crazy thing about that shoe is that you can get the 03 release for really, really cheap. $120, $130.
Oh, Keenan love to
Yeah,
like rain on my parade, don't he?
Why you say that?
Because you just brought the value of this shoe all the way down.
I'm saying that it's not valued fairly or right. It should be worth way more than what it's worth. The 03 pair goes for way less than the 2015 pair. The 2015 pair goes for more than the 03 pair.
And that's why I'm talking about.
And it's amazing leather.
Yeah, great quality.
It come with a retro card.
Super good.
And this the one everybody missing today.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody brought it but me.
I had the OG
you gotta
pair,
be like
but
that,
I need to restore it.
I ain't like that.
Some of us ain't.
I got the
some
OG
of us
pair.
You got me today.
Alright, I'm gonna get you next week too.
No, you're not. Pause. Yeah, that's crazy.
Whoa.
Don't get me. Come on, G. Outros, man. I think. KSea, you want to outro song one more? You got it in. You over here falling asleep.
Yeah.
Get on the road, about to explode. Maybe hit commode. Gotta take a shit. Gotta hit. It's the freestyle here now. We don't split no wrist. Maybe even broke. Who said broke it? Cause me? No. I be doing what I can cause I be on dope. Doing what I can cause Diddy better not drop the soap. Diddy may do that. He may volunteer. Take that.
He's slippery in there.
What did he say?
Nah, but appreciate you coming to the pod again, KSea. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we'll see you again in 4 episodes. Shout out to Cam giving us the lesson in the 96 game, you know what I'm saying? Letting them know that we not new to this, we true to this. This is what we do, you know what I'm saying?
We're a unit.
Yeah, so shout out to everybody pulling up. Shout out for y'all for watching, making it to the end. Make sure to follow us on all forms of social media, IG, Facebook, Threads, X, TikTok, Pinterest. Watch and follow and subscribe and do all that good stuff on YouTube at our Kicking It Social Hour podcast page and the Shop Kicking It page. Check us out on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify Podcasts. Excuse me, as always, be on the right side of positivity. Call somebody and ask them how they doing. Don't ask them for nothing else. Just ask them how they doing. And y'all, spread some light, spread some love, and we will see y'all next week.